I know Trump had, prior to his inauguration, he had said that his first 100 days were going to be extraordinary. Is that how you would define the last 100 days? And what do you think the biggest success of the administration has been thus far?
I think this president is quickly delivering on all of his campaign promises. Of course, we know the most prominent that we all know are immigration. He is leading the largest mass deportation of criminal illegal aliens in history. He has quickly secured the border, delivering on that promise. And inflation is also cooling. Gas prices are down, and we are on the way to peace through strength. That is what this president promised to voters all across the country, in Pennsylvania and elsewhere, and that is what he is quickly delivering in his first 100 days.
And when it comes to policy on student visas, I know, can you just, I don't know, whatever, I guess you can talk on that topic with, I guess, future restrictions with student visas, future policy, because I know we just had the case of a number of student visas being revoked and then actually just being reinstated this past weekend.
Well, my understanding is there are some previous or procedural changes. There aren't real reinstations happening, but if you are on a student visa, you should certainly view that as a guest in this country, right? That means abiding by our laws. That means this president and our Secretary of State have the right to deport you if you do not abide by laws or if there are actions happening that do not align with the foreign policy values of this country. This president reserves the right to do that, and he reserves the right to make sure that there is no right to anyone to enter our country. This is a privilege to study in the United States of America, and he continues to hold that position.
No thought that this could have a negative impact on education and I guess the future of education and universities?
I'm sure that universities also want all of their students to be abiding by laws, and so there will be no issues for any student visa or any student who is abiding by those laws.
Do you think the potential long-term impact of tariffs, which the administration has previously said, obviously the economic independence really outweighs the short-term impact that we've potential impact that we've been talking about, just maybe a lower confidence in the economy, and also just rising costs in general? And when can we see, is this, when can we really see this, those prices going down, or the effects of these tariffs that the Trump administration has promised? When can we really see those playing out? is it going to be anytime soon?
Well, I dispute some of the premise of that. I'd say prices are down. Gas prices are down. So Americans are already experiencing the benefit of that. And they're also seeing these massive benefits in investments rolling into our country. Just last week, we had $50 billion from Roche, a Swedish manufacturing company that is now investing here in the United States of America. So while markets are certainly a snapshot in time, what we are seeing is a total realignment of decades and decades of unfair trading practices. This president finally said, after policies by Democrats and Republicans who have long ripped off farmers, workers, manufacturers in Pennsylvania and all across the country, this president is finally saying enough is enough. So we are experiencing a really exciting realignment that's ultimately, yes, going to drive down costs, and it's also going to create really great jobs and revitalize our manufacturing sector that has been totally hollowed out by these decades of unfair trading practices.
Can you comment on, how programs like DOJ, tariffs, and also just lowering the workforce are really addressing the $36 trillion debt and also that annual $1 trillion servicing of that debt?
Yeah, well, this is about making all government services more efficient, right? It's about cutting bloat and wasteful spending. This is something that Democrats even have talked about for decades and decades. You can find clips from the 90s of Chuck Schumer wanting to eliminate waste, fraud, and abuse. This is a universally popular approach, making sure that we are not funding massive millions of dollars in uninsurance UI payments for people who should not be receiving them. We are not funding SNAP benefits for illegal immigrants. These are all things that DOJ is identifying as wasteful spending, and they're certainly just common sense things to cut, right? These are things that the American people don't want to be spending their hard-earned taxpayer dollars on. So it's about making our services more efficient. It's about eliminating waste, fraud, and abuse to make all services better and more accountable to taxpayers.